I don't know if you know about this, about Alan Grayson, but he plans to go on the offense and stay there. So then he goes on Ed Schultz's show, and Ed Schultz is going to ask him about Fox News. Oh, this ought to be good. Okay, so let's go to clip number 11.
Follow, or you can get out of the way. And I'm telling you now to get out of the way.
Congressman Alan Grayson, Democrat from Florida, joining us tonight here on the Ed Show. Congressman, it seems that you've gotten tremendous reaction from the way you've been handling critics, and the White House is now starting to go after critics, including Fox News. Do you think that this is a good strategy? Does this work? Does this have potential to continue to gain support?
Well, sure. What you do with a bully is you confront the bully, and then the bully backs down. And that's a good description of Fox News. People come on the air, they insult them, as they did me. They cut off their mics, as they did me. They shout at them and interrupt them, as they did me. And they even curse at them, as they did me. And why would anybody think that Fox News is some sort of valid news organization like that? Fox News and the National Enquirer are basically interchangeable.
So the president and the White House going after Fox News, you think, is a good strategy?
Sure, it's either that or ignore them the way most America does. There's 307 million Americans in this country. Barely 3 million of them ever tune into Fox News. That means 99% of all Americans have the good sense to ignore them.
Okay, now the public policy polling was out there, and the question was, does President Obama love America? And we were shocked at this. 73% of Republicans say no, or they're not sure. In your opinion, how have we gotten to this point in this country?
Because the Republicans operate simply by vilifying their enemies and nothing else. All they do is try to distract people from issues of health care, issues of jobs, issues of energy independence. They've got nothing. And because of that, they're well on their way. The party of no is well on their way to becoming the party of nobody.
Well, in the Senate today, this is Lamar Alexander, senator from Tennessee, comparing President Obama to the crook Richard Nixon.
As any veteran of the Nixon White House can attest, we've been down this road before, and it won't end well. An enemies list only denigrates the presidency and the republic itself. Now, the only reason I mention this is because I have an uneasy feeling, only 10 months into this new administration, that we're beginning to see the symptoms of this same kind of animus developing in the Obama administration.
And I think we're all concerned about the direction of this calling out is taking. I take it the Senator from Tennessee is suggesting that this administration is nixifying the White House.
Nixifying the White House. What should be the proper response to that, Congressman?
You know, the Fox News and their Republican collaborators are the enemy of America. They're the enemy of anybody who cares about health care in this country, the enemy of anybody who cares about educating their children, the enemy of everybody who wants energy independence or anything for good for this country, and certainly the enemy of peace. There's no doubt about that. They are the enemy.
Look, Alan Grayson understands how the media game is played. He understands, ironically, Roger Ailes' theory on the orchestra pit. If you're having a debate and some guy makes a decent point about the Middle Eastern policy and the other guy falls into the orchestra pit, who's going to make the evening news? The guy in the orchestra pit, right? So he's willing to talk in sound bites and grab people's attentions. And did you hear all the sound bites he threw in there? Some of them which were very good. The party of no has now become the party of nobody because they've alienated everybody. It's pretty good, right? And then he said Fox has become the enemy of America, provoking a fight about whether Fox is unpatriotic. It's not the answer, it's the question. He shifts the debate. Nicely done. He says the Fox News is equivalent of National Enquirer. Soundbite after soundbite. I mean, he keeps attacking and attacking. Now, in a context where we had balance in the media and in politics, where the Democrats were as strong as the Republicans, where the rest of the media understood what Fox News was about, there's media on the left and media on the right and media in the center, and it's all balanced out. I would say Alan Grayson is being a little unfair. For example, I'll give you a quick, small example of what he just said there. Okay, he said, "Oh, only 3 million people watch Fox News, so that's only 1% of the country, and that means 99% of the country doesn't care about Fox News, has never watched it, and that's why Fox News is irrelevant." That's totally misleading. Okay, 3 million people watch on any given night for any given program. Over the course of a night, a lot more than 3 million people will watch. Over the course of a year, a hell of a lot more than 3 million people will watch. So that statistic is not really pertinent, okay? It's not really true. Now, so why do I support, and sometimes he's exactly right. When he talks about the bill of attainder against ACORN, 100% right. When he talks about how Republicans want you to die quickly, I understand that the point he's making. But on the other hand, you can say, hey, you know what? When it's a matter of health insurance, it's always a matter of life and death. So if you disagree, you can say, oh, no, they're having you die. Or, no, they're having you die because they have the wrong policy here. Also true in war. Now, as an objective person, that's what you see, right? But we don't live in that context. We live in the context where the Republicans and Fox News Channel have been, as Grayson points out, the bullies in the yard. And they keep pushing Democrats around. They keep pushing the American people around. They keep pushing the media around. And finally, Alan Grayson steps up and bitch slaps that bully, right? And you know what? It's the natural reaction to everybody else that everybody else in the yard has? Hell yeah. It's about damn time. And that's why we like Alan Grayson, because he's the one guy who finally stood up to the bully, figured out how to do it, how to grab the attention, and he's not going to play defense. He's going to play offense, and he's going to stay there, okay? And that's what we like about Grayson. Now, if things all become equal later, and he's still on the warpath, and he goes too far, we'll be the first ones to call it out. But right now, move forward. Go forward.